Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of our academic task 1 explanation. Today we are going to see a table explanation. So we can see a table given here. So we have classical charts where we have mathematical comparisons, that is statistical information is there. Table is one among those charts. The other three charts are pie charts, bar charts, and line graph, where we have a lot of numbers like this to compare. So we have to have some calculations here. We need to know what is higher, what is lower, what is more, what is less. So we need to identify the trend, the differences. So such complications are there in classical charts. So those four charts: line graph, bar graph, pie chart, and table. And table is one among those charts where we have a lot of statistical comparisons. Right now we have a table, and the table shows the cost of water in cities in Australia. In 5 cities. The cities are Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, and Sydney. And we have 2 categories here. Another category is here. These 2 categories are based on the usages, the charges per kiloliter. So per kiloliter of water will be charged $0.42 or $0.42 in Adelaide. If the domestic consumer is using it less than 125 kiloliters. If the household is using over 125 kiloliters, he needs to pay $1 per kiloliter. So this is the average bill a household gets in Adelaide. This is the highest, that is in Perth. This is the lowest, that is in Melbourne. You can see this data. So when we can say this is one thing, when you are using up to 125 kiloliters, these are the charges in these 5 cities. If you are using over 125 kiloliters, these are the charges in these 5 cities. And this is the average bill which reaches each household. And this is what we can see here in this particular table. And right now we are going ahead directly with the introduction. An account of domestic water costs of 5 Australian cities. Domestic water costs of 5 Australian cities, along with the average bill. Yes, along with the average bill is depicted in the table. Yes. Now, overall, it's clear that the usage charge per kiloliter varies according to the usage. The usage charge varies according to the usage. So if it is used below 125 kiloliter, we'll be having chargeable only $0.42 will be charged. But if it is used more, then the charges will be higher. Here 81, 84, 78, 78, 0.78, 0.42, then it becomes $1.50 per kiloliter, the highest here. This is also the same. So it is as per the usage. And Perth stands first in the average household bill. So we have the summary of this thing and this thing here in the overview. And that's what we have seen. Now, as per the table, the usage charge per kiloliter of water when it is used up to 125 kiloliter is the highest in Sydney. Yes, it is the highest in Sydney. If it is used less than 125 kiloliter. The city which closely follows Sydney in this category, this is the category. In this category, the city which closely follows Sydney is Brisbane. It's $0.81. It's there. The charges per kiloliter in other cities range from, so in other cities, it's 0.42, 0.42, and 0.78. This is the range. So I have not mentioned the name of the cities. We have it mentioned in the coming paragraph. Turning to the cost per kiloliter, when the household uses over 125, this is over 125 KL, Perth stands first with 1.5 Australian dollars, which is $0.50 higher than Adelaide, than that in Adelaide. In other three cities, you can say Brisbane, Melbourne, and Sydney. So we have said in bracket, the amount does not cross an Australian dollar. It is not crossing an Australian dollar. It's under $1 Australian, 8.84, 0.78, and 0.9. Now we can say in case of the average bill per household, this is the case, except in Melbourne, that is $253. The water charges range between $310 and $332. $310 and $332. With Perth being the city with the highest water bill. Perth is the city with highest water bill. So that is the thing here. Now we have completed this thing. We have summarized this thing in one paragraph, summarized this thing in another paragraph, summarized this thing in another paragraph. So well grouped. A clear-cut introduction and a well-said overview. So that is a simple table. So well explained, thank you. And that is the end of the session.